Hey guys, this is Val and welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to crochet this super cute shrimp. For this we will only need worsted weight yarn, a 3.5mm hook, stuffing, scissors, needle, and that's it. This is a really easy pattern. It includes a lot of color changing. If you're new to it, I'm gonna show you how to make it. And it does not require sewing or wire, so I really think this is perfect for you. Anyways, I hope you like this video, and if you do, don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe, or unsubscribe, please. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get to it. We will start by making a magic ring. For this, we will have to wrap the yarn around our fingers, creating an X on the back. Then pass your hook under the first strand of yarn, grab the second strand of yarn and return the hook to where it was. Yarn over with the second strand of yarn and pull through the loop on your hook. Now we will slowly take our fingers away from the hole, and this new hole that we just created is a magic ring. Now to continue, we have to make one chain at the end of each round. So to make a chain, we just have to yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook. You will see a kind of a V-shaped stitch, that is your chain. Now insert your hook into the magic ring, yarn over and bring the hook back, and yarn over and pull through the two loops on your hook. And that is a single crochet. We just have to make 7 more single crochets until we have 8 single crochet stitches. If you get lost on how many stitches you have, you can just count the V-shaped stitches when you turn it to the side. And now to close the magic ring, just pull the small strand of yarn and the magic ring should be closed. Sometimes you have to pull it real tight, sometimes you don't. Don't worry about it. This is probably the hardest part of the pattern, don't worry. And now we will find the first chain that we made. We will insert our hook through the back loop of it, and we will yarn over or yarn under, it's okay, any of them, and bring the hook back and pull it through the loop on your hook. And that is called a slip stitch. Now we just have to make one chain, and from now on we will be making a slip stitch and a chain at the end of every round. For round number 2, to make a half double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over and bring the hook back, and we should have 3 loops on our hook. Now yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on our hook. This is how you make a half double crochet. Now we just have to repeat this 7 more times until we have 8 half double crochets by the end of the round. When you're done, make sure you locate the first chain of the round, and we will be making a slip stitch into the back loop of that chain. Remember, to make a slip stitch, just insert your hook into the stitch, yarn under and bring the hook back, and then pull this straight into the loop that you have on your hook. Make one chain and we're ready to start round number 3. For round number 3, we will be making 8 half double crochet stitches just like in the second round. And at the end, this is going to be a little different, so I'm gonna wait for me to get there, and make sure you pause the video if you haven't finished. Okay, now we are here. Insert your hook through the first chain of the round. Make a loop with your orange yarn, and we will finish the slip stitch with orange. So just pull the loop right in through the loop on your hook. This is how I like to change colors, and as you can see, my yarn was a little short, so I had to adjust it. And then I'm just gonna chain 1 to finish the round. And we're ready to start round number 4. For round number 4, we are going to make 2 half double crochet stitches and 1 slip stitch. So we will be making 2 normal half double crochet stitches and 1 slip stitch, but when we are making the slip stitch, we have to change the color to white because the next two stitches are supposed to be done with white. So it is a little hard if you are new to color changing. You just have to remember that when you have to color change, you must do it one stitch before the color change is supposed to be done. So also it's all about trying to organize the yarn. You will often find that the yarn will be clumping or tangling. I don't know what the word is. English is not my first language, as you can see, but it's okay. Now after you make one slip stitch with orange, make two slip stitches with white, one slip stitch with orange, and finish the round by making two half double crochet stitches. Then just locate the first chain of the round, make a slip stitch, chain one, and we're ready to start round number 5. Round number 5 is gonna be a little different. So I will walk you through this process, okay? We will start by making two half double crochets in a normal way. And when it's time to make the single crochet into the slip stitch from the previous round, instead of inserting our hook like we would normally do, we will pass it one stitch below the slip stitch. So you can see when I turn it to the side that I'm grabbing 2 stitches. Then I'm gonna make a single crochet, but before I finish it, I'm gonna change my color to white. And then I'm gonna make 2 single crochet stitches with white, but I'm gonna make sure that I'm going 1 stitch below the slip stitches. This will help us get the curvature that the shrimp has without the use of any sewing or wire at the end of the project, so this is kind of easier. And usually you can know if you are grabbing the 2 stitches because it's gonna be harder to crochet than a normal stitch. So yeah, after you finish making the 2 single crochet stitches with white, make 1 single crochet with orange, 2 half double crochet stitches with orange again, and when you finish the round, make sure that you change the color to white when you're making the slip stitch into the first chain of the round. Yeah, it was a little confusing what I just said, but if you are following the tutorial, I hope it's a little clear. Don't worry, I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna finish the slip stitch by yarning over, pulling through the back loop of the chain and also through the loop on our hook, chaining 1, and we are now ready to start round number 6. But before I continue with round number 6, I'm going to grab this remaining strand of yarn that we were using in the beginning. I'm gonna make a double knot and I'm gonna cut the excess of yarn. Then with my hook, I will hide these little pieces of yarn and this will make my work so much easier. And now we're ready to start round number 6. So for round number 6, I made 2 half double crochet stitches, 4 slip stitches, and 2 half double crochet stitches. When we are working on this pattern, it's really about making 2 half double crochet stitches, 4 slip stitches, and 2 half double crochet stitches in the even numbers of our pattern. And when we are working on the odd numbers, we have to work 1 stitch below the slip stitches from the previous round. That's practically all this pattern, okay? Now for round number 7, I'm gonna make 8 half double crochet stitches. So the first 2 stitches of the round are just normal, but when we get to the 4 stitches in the middle, the ones that have or that are supposed to be made into the slip stitches, we have to keep in mind that we need to go 1 stitch below the slip stitches. So yeah, make sure you're taking two stitches when you're working on this pattern, because this will help us get the shape that the shrimp has. This is probably the most important part of the pattern. When you're done, locate the first chain of the round, make one slip stitch, but when you're making the slip stitch, change to color orange, and we are ready to start a new round. So for the next round, we will make 2 half double crochet stitches with orange, 1 slip stitch with orange too, but with this one we're going to change to white. Then we will make 2 slip stitches with white, 1 slip stitch with orange, and 2 half double crochet stitches with orange too. By the end of the round, we must have 8 stitches, and make sure you make 1 slip stitch and 1 chain at the end of the round. There is no need to make the color change yet, because that is until the next round. So yeah, for round number 9, we will be making again 2 half double crochet stitches and 1 single crochet with orange. Remember that when we're working on the single crochet stitches, we have to crochet them 1 stitch below the slip stitch from the previous round, and then we have to make 2 single crochet stitches with white, 1 single crochet stitch with orange, and 2 half double crochet stitches with orange again. And when we make the slip stitch at the end of the round, make sure you color change to white to start number 10. So yeah, then finish by making 1 chain with this new strand of white yarn, and we are ready to start round number 10. Yay! For round number 10, I'm going to make 2 half double crochet stitches, 4 slip stitches, and 2 half double crochets with white, and at the end of the round we should have 8 stitches. Don't forget to make the slip stitch and to chain 1 at the end of the round too. And then we're ready to start round number 11. So for round number 11, we have to make 2 half double crochet stitches, 4 single crochet stitches, and 2 half double crochet stitches. But remember that when we're working on the 4 single crochet stitches, we have to go 1 stitch below the slip stitch. Now you can see there in this exact moment that I'm grabbing 2 stitches, and you can also see it because of the change of color, but you will feel that it's harder to crochet it, so don't worry about it. This is completely normal. And now when we finish this round, we have to change the color to orange. So when we are making the slip stitch to finish the round, make sure you change the color to orange and then finish with a chain with orange too. Stop as you go or as you feel necessary, because round number 14 is going to be our last round. And now we're ready to start round number 12. So for round number 12, guess what? We have to make 2 half double crochet stitches again, 1 slip stitch with orange, 2 slip stitches with white, 1 slip stitch with orange, and 2 half double crochet stitches with orange again. So as you can see, this is a really repetitive pattern. It's really about the color changing and going 1 stitch below the slip stitches. Now for round number 13, we will make 1 half double crochet decrease. For this, yarn over, and now insert your hook through the front loop of the next 2 stitches, yarn over and bring the hook back, and you should have 3 loops on your hook. And now yarn over again and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. And that was a half double crochet decrease. Now I don't know what happened to my video, but I apparently cut it. You just have to continue doing 1 single crochet with orange, 2 with white, 1 with orange again, and another half double crochet decrease. At the end of this round, find the first chain, make a slip stitch, And this time, instead of chaining just one, we will chain 3 to start the next round. Now stop right here and finish stuffing your shrimp because you will not be able to stuff it anymore. And now we're ready to start round number 14. For this, we will yarn over 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. And then we will insert our hook through the back loop of the first slip stitch and through the last half double crochet. This will help us close the shrimp without the need of any needles or any further stitches. And now grab yarn and bring the hook back, and we should have 5 loops on our hook. And that we will yarn over, and we will pass a hook through the first 2 stitches. We will yarn over again, and we will pass a hook through the next 2 stitches. We will yarn over one more time, and we will pass a hook through the next 2 stitches, and we will yarn over one last time and pass a hook through the last 2 stitches. And that is a double treble. We will make another double treble, so yarn over 3 times, and then we will insert our hook through the back loop of the first slip stitch with white of the previous round and the last slip stitch with orange of the previous round too. Then we will yarn over, bring the hook back, and we should have 5 loops again. And now we will yarn over and pass the hook through the first 2 loops, yarn over again, pass the hook through the following 2 loops, yarn over one more time, pass the hook through the next 2 loops, and yarn over one last time, pass the hook through the last 2 loops. We will finish this pattern by making 1 chain to secure our stitches, and we're finally done with our pattern. One thing that people don't say about crochet is that you can mold your projects as much as you want to, and this will help you get the shape that you want. But yeah, that's it. Congratulations. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any ideas for other patterns you want me to make, I am open for new suggestions. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, that's it. Bye. See you next time.